Hello, class of 2015. This is your introduction to your graduation project. There's basically two parts to your graduation project, which is a requirement to graduation from Wilson School District. The first part of this is your basically textbook. There's a Graduation Project Explorer course built inside of Moodle, and basically you go along here quarter by quarter and you just step through with all your tutorials and assistance throughout these 4-quarter course. And then once you're done the 9th grade course, then you'll move into a 10th grade course and then 11th grade course. The 9th grade course is intended to give you an exploration through careers. The 10th grade course is basically to give you an idea of, okay, now I understand my careers, let's dive deeper into those career choices that kind of match my interests. And then the 11th grade year is basically, okay, how do I present that information? The school district has tried to curtail this graduation project to be more meaningful to students as well as driven towards and by their interests, so that you get excited about your education here at Wilson School District. So basically the Moodle courses, 9th, 10th, and 11th grade, will be kind of like your interactive textbook where it describes the things that you need to do, mostly reflections in your e-portfolio or maybe a journal reflection inside this Moodle course. The other part of this then is actually your e-portfolio, and it's basically a Google site. And again, we'll be going through all the details of how to accomplish this throughout those Moodle courses. Basically, you're going to make a copy of this template, and you'd have all 9th, 10th, 11th grade, and then each grade level is broken up by quarters. Basically, the 9th grade portfolio for you is populated with all your prompts and things you need to take care of for your 9th grade year. The 10th grade year, you will build that as it comes, as well as your 11th grade year. So to begin your 9th grade adventure on the graduation project, the Explorer course, where your really intent is to drill down to the type of interesting careers that might match your interests, so that when you go out into the world of work or college or what have you, you're really focused on what you want to do and not necessarily what someone else wants you to do. So to get started, you're going to come to the Wilson School District webpage, and underneath the resources will be a link to the Moodle. A Moodle is basically a housing repository for online courses. So once you do go over to Moodle, you will see a front page here of all the different categories of courses, and on the right hand side there's a screencast, kind of like the one you're watching, on how to log in your first time into Moodle. If you've done this before, obviously you won't need to watch that, but if you haven't logged into Moodle ever, this is important. 9th graders, you will have an opportunity to log in during your social studies classroom at some point in the next week or so. It is important that you log in, otherwise you will not be able to be enrolled into the graduation project course for 9th graders. You need to be sorted into the course, and then also into the group that is part of your advisor, so that you can be graded and given credit. This is 1/3 of a credit for each school year, so 9th grade, 10th grade, and 11th grade year, you will be receiving 1/3 of a credit for a total of a credit towards graduation. And again, this is mandatory for all students who would like to graduate from Wilson High School. So this screencast tells you step by step how to get logged in. It entails you logging in with your Wilson School District username and your password you use to get onto the school district computers. And then once you log in, you have to verify through your Google Apps account, and Google Apps is part of the Wilson School District suite of applications that are offered to students and staff, and that allows you to get into the Google share at share.wilsonsd.org, as you can see at the top right hand side here. That is our Google Apps domain, allows Wilson School District employees as well as students to share information, documents, sites, etc. So again, after you watch a screencast and learned how to log into Moodle, you will be assigned to your graduation project advisor's class, so you may partake in the course. The course itself, once you do log in and get enrolled in the course, you should see it on the Moodle page when you do log in, again using your Wilson School District username and password. To verify the account, just a reminder, you're going to need bulldogs, all lowercase, when you go into the Google Apps where your Gmail account is, where you have to verify your Moodle account. Again, that screencast on the front page will take you step by step. If you're not sure, just rewind it again. If you're still not sure, please ask your advisor and we can get you started. So basically this course is intended to allow you to think about and do some research about the courses that kind of match up to your interests. So the beginning here is just a nice picture about exploring the world here. The news forum is a place where announcements will be sent out. They are mapped to your Google Gmail account at share.wilsonsd.org. So if anyone posts, a teacher posts this news forum, then that will send an email also directly to your Gmail account. The next link here is a graduation project portfolio overview, and basically it's just telling you right off the bat that this is a requirement to graduate from Wilson School District, and it is State Board of Education is a regulation that all school districts must provide a graduation project to students to allow them to delve into career interests, and then there's basically the purpose there. I'm not going to read them to you as well. And then here's some parameters for Burke's Career and Technology information up top here, job shadowing about missing school if you're going to do a group project, and then just some general items as well as plagiarism, understanding that that is an important feature and you can fail the course if you do plagiarize. And then back to the course, the next link there is just a yearly overview, and it just breaks down each year, freshman, sophomore, junior year, and senior year. Again, basically you're exploring here in the first year. The second year, as a sophomore, you're really going to be diving deeper into what career choices matches your interest and really doing some hard research here to making sure that this is really something that you like to do. And then your third year is really focusing on, okay, now that I've done the work, how am I going to present this to a larger audience besides just my advisor? Throughout this whole process, you're going to be linked up with real people in the real world, and this is what we want to push students towards at Wilson School District. You notice at the top I'm just clicking at breadcrumbs. And that leads into the next part of this is the Moodle student tutorial. When you click this, this will take you actually out to another course that we use with our virtual students to get them used to Moodle. If it asks you to enroll, just click yes, and then basically this is another separate course. If you notice, it opened up in another window, and over here's the graduation project, and the other course opened up in another window. And again, it just takes you through what a news forum is, which I kind of briefly talked to you about here. Student expectations, that's a link to talk to you about etiquette and using an online learning environment in an appropriate manner. And it's an extension of the classroom. You should realize that you are logged in, and anything you do inside of Moodle, inside of Google Apps, any computer can be tracked by IP addresses, etc. And this just kind of gets you the details of what's expected from you as a student. Again, this is a reminder that this Moodle student tutorial is just to get you comfortable with Moodle and moving around Moodle, and that student expectations is a great start. The very first part here is an overview of, just like a screencast I'm giving to you of the graduation project. I'm giving you an overview screencast here. The same thing goes for this. This is an overview of this Moodle student tutorial, and the job here is for you just to get comfortable with Moodle. It's very quick, it's not hard to do, it doesn't take much time. Okay, so to wrap up this just kind of getting started screencast, I'm just going to quickly move through the quarters. The first part is the quarter one, so everything must be completed within this topic before the end of the first quarter. Again, this is a grade that'll show up in eSchools, and it's a pass-fail grade. Basically, if you do it, then you're going to pass. If you don't, then you don't pass. So quarter one was talking about the introduction of the graduation project, quick video here, learning about Google Sites here, and how to create your digital portfolio, and then starting to dive into the careers and talking about persistence. And then quarter two really talks about the high school academies and what they're all about, so you can understand, is this something that you're interested in? Is this something that you want to set yourself apart from a normal high school graduate? Then quarter three is further exploring the careers. You've kind of narrowed it down now. Let's make sure that these are the ones we're going to take a look at, as well as 21st century. Is this really fitting into where the world is moving? And then quarter four kind of moves on then, okay, the future's now. How's this kind of look as you move forward? So the remainder screencast, the next screencast that you will see, which will be linked right up here underneath the yearly overview, will will be linked inside of quarter one, really gets into each individual quarter to tell you exactly what you need to do. So there'll be a screencast inside of each quarter to kind of really give you guidance, your teacher, on what is expected for each quarter. All right, thank you.